Hi everyone, today is a quick video of me going to Anglia Car Auction for one of their weekly modern auctions. It's an auction I know quite well. I've been there a lot of times over quite a number of years, bought a few cars from them, actually sold a few through the auction house as well. A good bunch of guys. I haven't been for quite a long time, so I thought I'd pop along and see what's there. There's a couple of things that interest me. Unfortunately, the one that interests me most, I probably don't have enough spare cash for at the moment, which is a BMW M5. There's also a W221 era Mercedes S-Class. It's a V6 diesel, so less interested unless it goes really quite cheap. A couple of other things there as well. I'm actually in my Jaguar XJ Super V8 today, X350 era. Be doing a video on this, a full review very shortly, so watch out for that. You'll join me again next having a look around some cars at the auction house. I'll also be doing a couple of videos on the upcoming Anglia Car Auctions Classic sale, which is at the start of November. So I'm straight in and made a beeline for the M5, predictably. It's in really nice condition actually, bodywork superb, wheels are perfect, interior just as good, no issues I don't think, very slight wear on the driver's bolster to be expected for this kind of mileage though. The bong, by the way, is just a low battery warning light if you hear that. Yeah, this is a good car, good service record. I think this will sell pretty well, but you can sometimes get a bargain like these at these kind of auctions. Non-standard exhaust possibly, certainly sounded loud, and a lovely clean engine bay. So the Porsche Cayenne, there's 4.8 S, which I think is a slightly more reliable engine than the 4.5 maybe. Looks fairly decent actually from the outside. The bodywork's good, interior is very good condition really for 130,000 miles, 2008. High risk car though, he's going to have some serious expensive problems, so I think this is a real high risk one. Not great paintwork on top here, he probably doesn't come out in the light very well. Yeah, average wheels, but you know, it's very high mileage. Having been started, there's quite a misfire actually. Love this car. I don't know why I'm drawn to these, but I am. It's an absolute beast. 2004, Japanese import. You know, it's pretty clean, very good condition. A couple of minor scratches, that's about it, to be honest. I did note some corrosion a couple of MOTs ago, nothing major, but it's since been coated, as you can see, and it makes any corrosion extremely difficult to spot. So that's a bit off-putting for me, given the note of previous corrosion. But I don't think it's anything major or to be put off with. Missing an aerial, no issue. Yeah, quite a nice looking car. The Japanese imports are often much better condition. Inside is even better actually. It's excellent condition inside. Really good. Yeah, these really are huge. It feels massive sitting in here, I can tell you. Yeah, this is very nice. They're quite rare now. A bit dirtier than I expected under the bonnet. Tiny bit of corrosion. Looks like it's had a new alternator. I did spot a tiny bit of weepage from the coolant here, but the header tank's full, so I don't think it's anything to worry about. Oil is good level-wise and fairly clean for diesel, so happy with that. So onto this 530 diesel 2018 XDrive. This is in lovely condition, good service record, really clean car, very nice. Don't think there's even a mark on the alloys actually. Yeah, this will fetch good money. There's always a lot of interest in these kind of relatively recent BMWs. Yeah, just as nice inside. This is a lovely car. Golf GTI, this looks quite nice. I hadn't spotted this online actually. This looks pretty clean as well. Yeah, inside looks just as good. DSG. Yeah, a bit of the classic problem with diamond cut wheels. Unfortunately, this has engine management light on. I hadn't realised, so this is a no-go. So 435i, it's an engine I haven't owned and I would really like to. It's just such a shame this car is in white. I'm just not a fan of white cars myself. Yeah, alloys not great, bodywork looks pretty good actually. I can't see any dents or scratches. Inside is quite grubby. It probably won't come out in this light, but just quite a lot of dirt actually on the door cards and stuff. You can see how, well maybe you can't, but how dirty the steering wheel is. This hasn't been cleaned. Bought very dirty cars before and cleaned them up nicely, but it just says it's maybe not been that well cared for. And yeah, quite a dirty boot, which kind of confirms it. And this bit, yeah, this for me just shows how this hasn't been particularly cared for. I'm afraid I missed the M5 come through due to a camera malfunction, so sorry about that. So it actually went for 14.2 including fees. I think that's excellent value for money. Someone's got a bargain there. It's such a good example as well. 65,000 miles, 2013. It was probably worth 16 to 17, I reckon. I wish I'd had the spare cash, or I would have been getting that one at that price. So that 435i, 12.5 grand with fees. That looks pretty pricey to me. I'm not sure that's particularly good value. I think someone's paid a bit much for that in my opinion. And on to the 530D here. A lot of interest in this, not surprisingly. Very nice car. And that is gone through for, with fees, 18 grand. That is crazy money. You could get one of these similar spec, age, condition, mileage through a dealer for about 14.5 grand. I don't know why someone has paid so much for that. It's way over the odds. I mean, I thought it would fetch quite a bit and there was a lot of interest, but that's just silly money in my book. To the misfiring Porsche Cayenne, the 4.8S. Be interested to see what this goes for. You probably can't get one much under 5 grand for the 4.8, but you know, this is a risky buy. It's misfiring, so if anyone spots that, it's not going to get anywhere near that. Be surprised if it gets over 3 grand because it's such a high risk purchase, to be honest, at this age and mileage. I think there's some interest online, so whether or not they know it's misfiring, I don't know. So that's ended up going for 3.5 grand. I wouldn't pay that for it myself with the misfire, but I guess it's a fairly cheap car for what it was originally. Okay, and here is the lovely Nissan Patrol. I think there'll be some interest in this, but they're a hard one to gauge because they're pretty rare now and it's a fairly small niche market, I guess. This is a very good example though, and the Japanese imports are often much better condition, particularly corrosion wise, so we'll see. 4, 6, 7, 7, 7, 2, 7, 4, 7, 4, and we head all the way. That's 74, that's 7400, that's 7400, that's 74 British workforce, that's 7400, that's 17 anyway, that's 7400, that's 7400, that's 7400, that's 74 here, that's 74, any further increase in taxes, that's 7400 pounds, what we found. I forgot to mention that the S-Class that I went to look at had actually been sold on a Buy It Now before the auction started, so I think that went for 4,700. I wouldn't have been paying that much anyway for it, I don't think.